Hi Bianca. Okay, so I am just creating this video so you can understand how the software actually works. We have currently done a lot of runs, and by we I just mean myself because yeah, I'm the only person working on these kind of projects. If you can get to understand how the software really works, I can outsource most of this to you. Okay, so here is an Excel file which lists all the runs. Right, as you can see, there are hundreds of them here. Right, it goes all the way from the top to bottom. Right, some of them are for the clients, some of them are for my own websites. It really depends. Okay, and here is the thing. As you can see in the Excel file, there are many different columns, right? And they list many different things. But what I'll do is I will send you this file at the end of this video presentation, so you'll be able to take a look into it, right? And then you'll have a better understanding of how everything works. So let's go and take a look at what the software does and how you can actually set up one of the runs. So here are some, let's see, which one should I, okay, let's look at this website. Okay, seo-sunnyvale.com slash whatever. Okay, so we go here and we open up this website. Now as you can see, I've used many different kinds of keywords here. The idea of this website is to bring leads to our business. So when someone clicks here, they go to quantumseolabs.com. This is our main website, and that's partly how we can get leads, right? So as you can see, this particular subdomain is created for Toronto, right? Not for any other city, just for Toronto. And the way we have listed this out is that we have created different pages for different cities in Canada for this particular run, and it is a general idea. It's generally a good idea to use a different subdomain for each city. Okay, so for example, you might see that the folder is SEO-service-info-Toronto, but if you actually take a look, it will go to SEO-service-info-toronto.seo-sunnyvale.com. So the first part of that is the subdomain. Okay, you can easily set up the subdomains by going to HostMonster, the cPanel in HostMonster. Let's see if I can. Where is it? Here you go. Yeah, here it is, right? So it is login.hostmonster.com. You can add the domain, you can add the username over here and the password over here for the particular server, and I'm sure Essen has sent you one server that you can use, right? Once you add something over here, and this I'm just giving you an example, you can click login and you can log in over here. Once again, this is to set up the subdomains which you should be using for every run. These are very easy to set up. So once you've logged in, you go here near the bottom, click on the subdomains, and it will show you a list of websites over here. Now over here we have already installed the subdomains. Okay, so in this particular case where it says SEO-service-info-Toronto, you can use that as a subdomain, right? So it's pretty much the same thing. You add this description over here, it'll automatically copy everything over here just like this. When you press tab, it's gonna go over here. You can select what domain you want this as a subdomain for. You can use this or this. It really depends on how many domains are hosted on this particular server. But yeah, this is the FTP access where you will have to upload your files, right? But here's the thing, sometimes you will see two domains on each server, so it gets a little tricky, right? So if you have two domains and not just one domain, you have to add the prefix, the folder of the second subdomain like this. Okay, this will be very easy for you to understand if you use FileZilla or an FTP client, and if you log into the server, it is very easy to understand. This folder denotes this domain. Okay, if you have only one domain on that particular server, you do not need to do anything like this. You just have to create this button and that's it. So once again, this is extremely important. You have to create a separate subdomain on each for each city. Okay, that being said, the total number of pages that you can upload to a server should never never go above 55,000 pages. Okay, now the capacity of the server is around 65,000 pages, but 10,000 of the pages will be uploaded by the software even without you uploading them. These are called supplemental files and you just have to upload them. So make it a point that these in total should not be more than 55. Now, another thing is that depending on the city, we have uploaded more pages, right? So Toronto has millions of people here. We've added 10,000 pages here. Vancouver has a population slightly less than Toronto, so we've done 8,000 instead of 10,000. This is just the way I do things. Obviously, if a city is more populated, we would need to go after more pages for that particular city, simply because the competition level is going to be higher, right? So Scarborough does not have a lot of people, so we've uploaded only 5,000 pages. There are no rules to it. You just have to make sure that everything is done the right way, right? Just, it's just common sense. You don't have to actually use a calculator to figure this out. Just use your judgment. The total number of pages, once again, should not exceed 55,000. This is very important. If you go above this, you'll have to delete many pages from the server, and trust me, that's a nightmare. You do not want to do that. Okay, so that being said, this is the full URL. If you actually copy and paste it over here, you'll be able to see this website in action. Okay, once again, you click over here, or the customer clicks here, that customer is taken to our website. We are using the V3 version of the MOWG software, the V3, not the V4. Okay, and there's a big difference. In the V3, you can build links to your website. Okay, never build links to quantumseolabs.com. Please don't ever do that. Yes, you can build links to quantumseolabs.net. As you can see over here, you see link building company over here. That is a backlink, right? That is the backlink that we have set up, and we click here and see the anchor changes. So roughly for each page, you can change the anchors, and I'll show you exactly how you can set it up. It's very easy. Okay, no need to be confused about it. This banner has been designed by me. Okay, I have used Microsoft Paint to design this. It's nothing complicated about it. You can design something like this in 5 minutes, maybe in 2 or 3 minutes. You don't have to use something, anything crazy. This needs to be very simple. A call to action, a benefit, a big button. That's it. A white background is fine. Okay, so let's start with the keyword research. Okay, so what happens is we'll be able to set up different projects for different cities, right, and for different markets. Now you have to understand that whenever I will ask you to set up a project, it will mean that I send you a list of cities, the country name, and the top 3 or 5 keywords that you will have to use. Now the thing is, you will have to use at least 80 or 100 keywords to make sense of this. Okay, so you will have to do the keyword research, right? So let's see. Okay, when you want to do the keyword research, you can just say Google tool and click through to the Google tool over here, right? This is the AdWords keywords tool. Nothing new about it. I would suggest signing in, so it shows you more results. Now once again, even the keyword research is totally up to you, and we have to do something which makes sense. Okay, we only have to go after keywords which are standalone keywords, which are commercial keywords, and you don't really have to look at the competition. Do not worry about that. Okay, so let's see. Let's just say that we are thinking about we're thinking about getting more leads to our website, which is related to SEO. So we're going to create thousands of pages with these kind of keyword terms, and when someone goes and checks out these pages, they will click the banner and go to our website. Very simple. But how do we get those 100 keywords? Simple. We start, because it's an SEO website, we can start with this this keyword, right? We go to keyword ideas, we click search. There you go. All right, so it will show you all those keywords. Now always think, will these keywords make sense in the script? If the answer is yes, and if if it makes sense, if the keyword is commercial, go for it. For example, professional SEO services, local SEO services, small business SEO services, SEO company services, expert SEO services, all the way till you have 80 or 100 keywords. Okay, you won't use this because this sounds dumb. Best SEO, no one uses this, right? Search engine optimization pricing, no one cares about this. Okay, SEO marketing services, that's a good one. SEO, no, you don't have to use this because this is a generic keyword. You don't want to use anything like this. SEO company, why not? Always make sure that you don't select any keywords with cities. Why? Because we will be adding cities in another column in the Excel file. Okay, so Denver SEO services, no. Effective SEO services, yes. SEO help, sure. SEO prices, no. All right, because not a lot of people look at SEO prices. If they are looking at SEO prices, they're doing market intelligence and they're not going to buy a package. Outsource SEO, yes. Okay, if there was a keyword like outsource SEO service, go for that as well. Free search engine optimization, no, because anyone searching for this is obviously looking for something free. We don't want that. We want customers to pay us. SEO management, sure. Las Vegas SEO services, no, because it has a city modifier in it. Okay, so once you go through this, get 80 or 100 keywords, and you can even change this. Okay, see, you currently have 12 keyword ideas over here, and they will be saved even if you do a new search. Okay, SEO firm search, different keywords. There you go. SEO firms. Utah SEO firm, no. Top SEO firms, yes. Indianapolis SEO firm, no. That's a city. Local SEO company, yes. So go after different seed keywords. Make sure they're closely related to the target market that we're going after, and you should be good to go. Now you have 15 ideas over here. Let's assume you have 80 or 100. Okay, we copy them from here. Okay, we control copy over here. Then let's just make a separate file for you so you can understand this better. I'm just going into my var files and I'm creating a new file for you, QSL Bianca demo. Okay, there you go. This is just a thing that I have created, and let's see. Okay, all right, so you click over here, you double click over here, and it will expand all the columns for you. The first thing, the var 4000 will always be the picture, the banner that you will upload to the website, and that's the banner shown in the middle, the white banner. You have to create it on your own. Okay, and it has to, well, it doesn't have to coincide with the name of the project, but I would suggest doing so just so you can keep track of things. It always has to end in .png. Okay, there are no exceptions, always a .png, and you will place this banner when you design it in the MOWG v3 files. This is very important. Then you will have to upload that to the server. This is the domain that you are going to upload the stuff to. This is not the subdomain, but the domain. Okay, so if you wanted to upload the stuff in a folder inside quantumseolabs.net, you would put quantumseolabs.net over here. This is supposedly the name of the company. You can add our name over here, our company name over here, or a generic company name. For example, Global Online Marketing Services Incorporated, or Top SEO Company Incorporated. Anything which doesn't sound too silly can go over here. This is the URL of the redirect that we use. So whenever someone clicks on a banner, we can tell this file to tell the browser where the visitor should be sent. Okay, so once again, this is the file, the HTML file that you will upload into MOWG v3 files. Okay, here it is. Here you go. This is the MOWG v3 folder. These are some of the files that we have used. Okay, for previous runs, you right click on them, you go into Notepad, you change this part. Okay, you change this part, and you, for example, you say quantumseolabs.net and you save it, you close it, and this will start sending people. Once the banner is clicked, it'll go and it'll look for this file in the MOWG v3 files, and whatever location, final location is mentioned in this file, the visitor will be sent there. Okay, this is these are just some synonyms that you can add, something very similar to these, and they will be used in the script. Now, if you're using Toronto, Canada, these two locations should all be, first of all, both of them are location modifiers. They should exactly be the same. If you're looking at a Toronto run, we're looking at Toronto, Canada, Toronto on, which is short for Ontario. Okay, use at least two of these and copy them around. Here are all the keywords that we've used, that you've done the keyword research for. As you can see, there are 100 keywords over here. Always target at least 80 to 100. Okay, whatever keywords are in this column, copy them here, copy them here. These three columns are the same. They should never change. They should exactly be the same. Okay, now once you've copied everything over here, go into MOWG toolbar 17, click on menu generator, go into var2, which is this variable, click 10, click submit, click OK. This will create a menu for these columns. You don't have to worry about that. Just make sure you do it. Okay, let's just save this file. All right. Okay, always make a few changes here and there to these variables. For example, you'll be able to, it's very simple to understand. You'll be able to see what kind of variables you should add over here, right? Just add one or two for these 4 columns just to make everything a little different. For example, it says like cheap and outstanding. You can say and amazing, a trustworthy, blah blah blah. Okay, for here, when you say for, serving, near, just make sure if it makes sense. For example, web marketing service for city name, web search engine marketing for Toronto, sounds fine. Web marketing service serving Toronto, sounds fine. Web marketing service available for Toronto and available in Toronto, sounds fine. Web marketing services near Toronto, sounds fine. But if you say sold near Toronto, that doesn't really sound okay. Alright, so please make sure this makes sense, and always do a trial run before uploading a ton of pages. Once again, do the same thing over here, add a couple of things over here and there just to make everything look fine. Okay, here's the thing, var7 is the variable which is the URL which you will backlink. Okay, this is the target URL. It should always be different than the URL which is visited when you click on the banner. Okay, so the backlinking URL and the URL where you want the customer to visit are totally different things. This is extremely important. Do not make them the same. That is a big error. Okay, over here, as you can see, we've added thousands of combinations. You don't have to do that. You can use 5 or 10. It's totally up to you. But these target values are showing here. This is when you click. Okay, this is going to quantumseolabs.net, but it's the same thing. If you click over here, the target value that it goes to are these, right? And the keywords are these. These are the var9s, right? So, for example, SEO service company is the variable, that's the var9. Okay, here you go. Just make sure you have a lot of vars over here, right? As you can see, we've added like 500 or something. They can be the same, but try to make them related to the URLs. It's pretty easy. Just add some diversity to it and you're good to go. Apart from that, make sure that these columns make sense. For example, if you're doing a run for a plumber, please make sure SEO firm, SEO organization, SEO agency, and SEO company is not here. Say plumbing company, plumbing firm, whatever, right? Just make sure it makes sense. Okay, apart from that, you're done. There's nothing else that, don't worry about these variables. No one cares about these variables. Okay, don't change them. Just go back here, save it, and you are done. Okay, you close the file, and where is it? Here is your file. Sorry about this software. It's, there you go. Okay, this is the file. This is the CSV file that will be used to create the MOWG runs. Okay, now I have the MOWG software here in front of me, and here's what you do. First of all, always create a separate profile for whatever you're doing. So because we created a file called Bianca's demo run, we'll do the same over here, Bianca demo. Okay, this will save these settings in a new folder. Okay, now this should always be the same, always, and you might get a few errors with this setting because this file might contain some different URLs. If that is the case, let me know. I will send you my copy of this file. Okay, you might be stuck over here just because the file does not work properly. Let me know and I will send you this file. Okay, go to browse and you can you select this file once I send it to you. If you cannot get this to run without getting the file from me. Okay, the second thing is the var file path. This is the file we just created. This is it, Bianca demo, the CSV file where we added all the values. This should remain the same. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay, we have used SEO Pasadena as the domain name .com. Okay, for your server, the one Essen has sent to you, you will be using, where is it, this server, right? I'm pretty sure it looks familiar. These are the two domains that are on that server. Okay, once again, if you have two domains, you have to add the domain folder into the run as well. Okay, and when you have to access the cPanel, use these two variables. This is the username, this is the password, and then you can add subdomains. Got it? Okay, once again, we go back. Now let's assume that you're working with this domain, Hayward SEO. All right, so if that is the thing, you will choose haywardseo.com over here. Now this is the subdomain, and you have to create the subdomain to make sense of what you want to do. So if it's an SEO service thing for Toronto, we can say SEO service information Toronto. That's it. Create a subdomain, then plug this thing over here. Okay, depending on the population size and however you want to segment it, add the number of pages to be created here, but always do 200 pages in the beginning and check if to see, upload the pages and check to see if they've uploaded correctly, and then you can add the rest of the pages afterwards. Okay, don't add 10,000 pages in the beginning, because if there's a mistake you'll have to delete them all and upload them all again. That's a bad thing to do. Okay, that's it. Now the FTP access is this domain that we're using, sorry, /public HTML / whatever this is. However, there is one exception. If, once again, just like here, you have two domains on the server, so if you use the main domain, you will not have to add anything to it. However, if there's a secondary domain on the server like this, and you have to upload the things to this domain, you have to do something like this. Just add that domain's folder name, SEO ESCONDIDO / that's it. But always check the FTP access. Go to FileZilla or whatever, go into the server and see if this folder already exists. If it does, use the same name. If there's a different folder for that domain name, use that domain name. Okay, once again, this is this password is this. That's it. Then you have to click on next, It'll populate everything. Don't worry about these, just make sure these three are ticked, they're checked. Create a folder over here, whatever, so it can dump out the keyword lists. We won't be using them anyway. Click process, that's it. It'll upload 200 pages to your website. You're good to go. Then you have to upload the MOWG v3 folder, which is this folder, onto the root of your server. Okay, you can do this using FileZilla. Okay, as you can see, I have uploaded this over here, right? It's very easy to upload. Just make sure it is here. These are the root domains, and it is here, right? Don't put them inside root domain. That's not how it works. Okay. But when you upload, before uploading the MOWG v3 files, you have to make sure that you're doing two things. The first thing is you have to create an HTML file which has a redirect, and you can always copy the current files here and just paste them, rename them, and right click on them, go to Notepad, change only this destination. Okay, and then you have to create a PNG image in Paint, just a banner, just a fancy, not even a fancy banner. This is just an example that a client did send to us, and name it as a PNG and then upload it. Make sure that the names that you put in the CSV file are the same names that you use here. Okay, this is very important. Upload the MOWG v3 file and you will be able to see all the formatting the right way. If you don't upload the MOWG v3 files the right way, this will look black and white, out of sync. It'll look horrible. Okay, so if that is the case, upload the files and then you'll be good to go. When you do this, once again, okay, when you create the subdomains, the subdomain will take 5 or 10 minutes to be active. Okay, after that you should be good to go. Now, assuming that you've created, for example, 10,000 pages, and everything is done, right? You have to, where is it? Okay, assuming that this has been created by you, now you just have to make sure that when you click, it goes to the right place first of all, and that something happens when you click over here, right? Just make sure that this is done the right way. The values are changing when you click through to a new page. You're using different anchor text, you're using different URLs, right? Totally up to you. Please make sure you do not backlink to quantumseolabs.com. You can use .net but not .com. Okay, please make sure. And that's how it is. Very simple. Once everything is done, oh yeah, and finally, subdomains. Click on the sitemap at the bottom, and as you can see, oh my god, this is a little out of place. There you go. These are using subdomains, right? SEO-service-info-vancouver.seo-sunnyvale.com/ blah 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 blah. Okay, we have to make sure we use subdomains. A new city should always use a new subdomain. Okay, always. The domain remains the same, the subdomain changes. This is for Hamilton, for Kitchener, for Scarborough, for Winnipeg, for Quebec City, for Ottawa, for Edmonton, for Calgary, for Vancouver. Okay, just make sure, once again, not more than 55,000 uploads to one server. It doesn't matter how you break it down, not more than 55k. Okay, that being said, oh yeah, and the final thing is click through and make sure that these are working. If you get a 404 error or nothing shows up, your run is done the wrong way. If it has errors, please do it again. Delete all the files and do it again. If you're uploading things via FTP and in the middle your connection loses, your internet connection goes out, delete all the files on the server and start again. Even if 2 or 3 files are missing, that is bad news. Okay, whenever I do an upload, I never miss a file. Okay, so you shouldn't be missing any file either. Okay, so do a spot check and all of this should work. Okay, this should go somewhere, and that is it. I hope I was able to help you out. And once again, if you have any questions, let me know. Let's see. And finally, the thing is, Bianca, I have been spending a ton of time on this method. If you can do 5 or 6 runs every day, trust me, I can pay you by the run. You will be making more money for sure every month with us. but we have to make sure that this is done the right way. Okay, please go through this video, make sure everything is done the right way, make sure there are no errors. Do one trial run on whatever market you want, whatever profession you want, whatever city you want. Just do it so I can check and see if everything is done the right way, and then I can send you more projects. Okay, thanks, and yeah, just send me any feedback you might have.